Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Arnold.
Excited for the new Hey Arnold movie? The Jungle movie's coming back.
The sex tape. Hey Arnold sex tape. I heard about it.
Helga and Hey. His name's Hayes. His first name's Hayes. Last name's Arnold. It's Hey Arnold. Like it's like a Chinese it's like what's it called? That sleeping dogs. You know, like the China sort of like hello, hey, like or Wei. No Wei.
Well,
is it Wei?
Yeah, Wei is his name. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is his twin brother. Hey.
Wei and Hey.
Damien Hayens Jr. All right, so let's get this. So I don't have to edit the shit out of this for video on demand because it's always like shit. Even though like barely anyone's here yet, I am just going to hurry up and actually just start. Like what's the word? Start the actual like stream, so to speak, right now. Just after I can maneuver some shit around here. There we go.
You can tell you've really gone to radio school.
Oh yeah, super
just
professional.
the succinct presentation here.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's what you can expect from us. We are just a not only just incredibly talented at streaming, clearly very, very good at after like six times still not being able to. Well, look, the way I look at it, I blame YouTube's system. I'm just gonna blame all my problems on YouTube and not admit any fault. How the fuck can you even view? Like, it doesn't even tell you how you can view. Oh, there you go.
Who are you, PewDiePie?
They've changed the freaking YouTube layout now, so it kind of it's weird now. It's just everything's different. But I'm not one of those people that just hates change. But it's alright. Hits and miss.
No, the look, the dark look and everything is quite nice.
I don't have the dark theme. I got to get the dark theme. And hello everyone in the chat.
It's just nice on the eyes. I mean, it's easier. I guess I'm pretty photosensitive, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I've got a light version, so yeah. Now this is great. Here we are with the time zones. It's just hit 12:01 a.m. We've got Dinosaur Bites, the Hawks fan.
Oh shit! He's made from the start now.
Yes, good job to Rob. Nick
Robert
Chroma,
Was. Is that a
A,
Jewish name?
Deanna. Was it?
I wonder if he's a Jew. Robert Was. Was kind of sounds like it could be.
And Ninja N, Jasmine. Yeah, I know it's late. It is very, very late for all our Australian friends. Or my Australian friends. Alright, we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to load this level.
All my friends in Australia.
Alright, I've got this
to the
1 day old
to
glass of wine, which I forgot
always
to drink
traveling
before,
the world because the Australia is so shit. You always have to travel the world.
Okay, I didn't know that the Iron Sheik was Australiaphobe.
I don't like the spider.
I
like the
redback spider. The redback spider. Okay, alright.
I don't like a jabroni spider.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, sorry, like the Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik is a bit of an in-joke. Just look up the Iron Sheik. You can thank us later. Alright, we're ready to go. Here we are. Hello everyone and welcome to a live stream. Myself and Johnny Natrium, we are going to be going through the fantastic level. Wait, it's city. Oh, I don't even know what the level is called. Like City Center, or isn't it? I think.
Square, I think.
City Square. Yeah. All the levels have like different names. Yes, the giant square, isn't it? I feel like it is just a gigantic square or like a rectangle or something like that. This is probably the most non-linear level in the entire game. If you really think about it, like there's no end point.
Because it's a square.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's a square, pretty obvious. But really, what you have to do is you have to rescue or round up, I guess, our mates.
Wrangle.
What was that?
Wrangle. That's it.
Or Wrangle, yeah. There you go. You guys are going to see how slow I sip this because it's late and, alcohol, you shouldn't be drinking too late. But, yeah.
Hello to you, to Nick Chroma. I can't say hello to everyone in chat.
Alright,
but since he personally mentioned me,
yeah, you have to. Now, let me...
I don't know who he is. He's the since 2010 fan.
Yeah, he's had different username.
Crazy.
When
That's
he changed,
pubescent.
he changed over when they did that. Like, they
do you have
people.
to one up me now by knowing that he had a different name?
Well, no, because he was one of the many people that decided to change their like people. For example, we got Jasmine here, Deanna. Like back in the day, you couldn't be called that on YouTube. You had to actually have a username. So, you could, if you didn't have a space, sorry, that's what more.
Or you
what
couldn't
I
have a
meant.
space, yeah.
So you could technically be a full name, yes, but not in the same format. But yeah. So I need to actually.
Yoshi Fennel.
Yeah, Yoshi Fennel.
Oh, isn't that like a bit controversial with you, the big fucking Mario basher?
No, I like Mario and stuff like that.
I could just see you like, I like Mario, like
gritting my teeth, like. No, look, my opinion. I feel like this is actually, Bugs Life of all games is a good place to talk about this because you got like Sony versus PS, or Sony versus Nintendo.
By the way, check out the collar on those jars, eh? That's some of your favorite stuff, right? With that blue and orange.
What do we got there? Oh yeah, back over here. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a delay, but yeah, it's very nice.
It was like that's like your like logo type stuff as well. I think you did that.
It's very flash.
Somewhere was it the slide spin? Wasn't it what slide spin?
Our website slide spin. Yeah, it was that pretty much that orange and what else was it? It was like a dark. It was sort of dark as well. Yeah, no, you're right. There was like it was a darker blue, more of a darker blue. Now look, I am completely directionless right now. What I need to do is I need to actually get a bloody good. I was gonna say good seed. Good thrashing. Alright.
Bloody good screw.
Hey, look, we got more of those, progress, like what colored section things. Those section.
That's weird. Why does he say progress?
C-sectionals.
They're little signal flares, flames.
Yeah, I want to get the guidebook of Bugs Life just so I can see like whether that's actually the case, like whether there's like an actual definition.
See some of those nudes of Princess Atta that they put in there.
Aren't they already kind of nude? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I guess then they did put nudes in there.
Yeah. Yes, we got the super jump. All right, go. I'm complete. Like the old me would be just ashamed of this clear lack of direction. Like there would be like a proper like actual way in which to do this level really quickly, and I kind of want to learn it because it would be fun.
And yet this level directed me to your channel to begin with.
Very true.
Beautiful irony?
Yeah, that's right. No, it was the Toy Story stream. We were talking about that, right? I was just going to say, because I'd say that's a good story, but I'm pretty sure you already mentioned it.
Okay.
Did you?
Okay, well, I'll leave that.
Thanks for watching. See you later. Right. Now, alright, so in the last level, I remember the last level was the one where I was missing a freaking gem. Not gem, what are they? Seed. So that was...
You were missing a Wampa fruit.
Yeah, exactly. Quite honestly, I was devastated that I now can't 100% this level with this game without having to go back to it. So it's going to piss me off. Let's...
Oh my god, Spyro Jam.
Wait, hold it. Spyro Jam in the...
I don't know, he's not in the chat, his sister is. Spyro Jam.
No fucking way. Holy shit.
Legendary.
That's, oh my god, fucking Smucko movies. Holy, oh my god, I didn't know, that's, sorry to single everyone out, but oh my god, Spyro Jam's sister, everyone, she was like kind of like a celebrity, back in the day, like in the community, because people were like,
that sounds really,
that does sound really weird. That actually sounds really weird. But yeah, as in like everyone used to,
she was known as the town tramp, the town skank.
No. What I mean to say is like everyone used to watch the Schmucko Movies channel, and like everyone just loved because it was like this. Was that?
Everyone used to watch her cam. Yeah, sorry, it was supposed to be a quick little aside. It wasn't supposed to be focused on.
Oh, good shit. The old PewDiePie, yeah, Spyro Jam 86 is now I just feel like just doing a whole nostalgia like freaking discussion about Spyro Jam 86's channel. That would probably be even more alienated than singling people out in the chat, but
yeah. Yeah. No, I mean I'm seeing a lot of comments of people who are like, oh my god, this game. So it looks like they haven't actually seen this game in a while then. So
yeah, well,
I'm not sure. Maybe I wonder if there's any people who just literally look up Bug's Life and this is what pops up, and they don't actually know your channel.
Yeah,
seems unlikely, I suppose.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like with a game like Yakuza, I think people did. I think some people did actually like pick that up after because someone was saying something about like my skill or something like that. And something. And
such a humble brag.
No. Lack of. I meant to say.
Oh.
Yeah, and because I'm not that. I'm like a freaking casual when it comes to like, fighting game methods. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but yeah, I don't know. Not that it's not fun.
Well,
but
Japanese games are usually very meta. And you kind of have to sort of get down these little tricks in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, like this, like RPG elements of that game is just crazy. I mean, a lot of fun. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely not easy either. Now, what I need to fucking find is a.
Welcome, son, Fraser.
Oh,
he's one of those guys who calls the streamers his dad.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could say, actually, no, that'd be too personal. But
whoa! Is like his dad died when he was 1 or something. You were gonna.
Fraser knows what I was going to say as a joke, of course. I'll leave it to him, up to his own discretion, whether he yeah. Alright, now, where the fuck is the gold? Oh, okay, I've got the goldberry. I can get the goldberry.
So, yeah, you have it already. You've had it for a while, I think. But, like, well, you haven't got the berry, but, like, you've got the plant to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this one is where I missed an enemy, and because of the draw distance.
Yeah, well, this is where, like, oh shit, okay, now I've got to be really careful not to talk to that spider lady, because otherwise, yeah, I'm in trouble. I'll have to exit the level.
It's all over. I'm in trouble.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is where I wish that the Dreamcast came out a year earlier, right? And we got the Dreamcast version of this, and then we'd be able to it'd be like a better draw distance, and it would look, yeah, it'd like sort of still look like kind of like a PS1. But
the thing is, it's out on PC as well, which was technologically. It's pretty much the same, just looking at it, to be honest. Yeah. I think it's just, I don't think it would have actually changed over the... like, it might be slightly better, but like almost not noticeable. Like, I'd love to do a PC Let's Play of this or something. Or stream or whatever.
Yeah, his PC version? Yeah,
to sort of see what the... Because,
like,
I mean,
any differences?
The main differences that I notice are just in the UI things. There's just some things that look... The seeds look different. Like, the shading is a bit different on everything.
Yeah. And I feel like that's similar in the Toy Story 2 PC game, sorry. It just sort of looks a bit more refined, but ultimately not that much better.
Yeah.
I don't think they could really be bothered to, like... really make these massive differences, you know, to each version. Yeah, okay. So we got about half the enemies now. We're doing all right. The music in this level is just so good though as well. It's like it's so suiting of the level.
Yeah,
like it feels like very like 90s movie soundtrack, like in New York or something like that. Like I don't know how to I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but
yeah, it's weird. Like I have to, if I want to listen to it now, I have to turn up the stream and then I'll like hear everything cross talking and everything.
Wow, so this is the city. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, it's weird it's hard to pin down.
There's just
like,
there's a lot going on, isn't there?
Instrument-wise, it's almost like, you know, Bayou type shit. You know, like Nolan's.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I wouldn't have been that specific because I wouldn't have been able to find the word knowing me, but
But then at the same time, it's like this weird, like the, you know, like more like urban, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, I mean, the sound effects is where you got like police sirens and stuff like that, which sort of add to that vibe, you know? A kind of city vibe, which is obviously they're going for that, given that it's like, you know, in the bug city, you know. Also, Fraser's saying he misses Daddy Angus. I mean, I'll just use this forum to announce that after almost 3 whole years since the last part, the Harry Potter 2 Let's Play is returning, so and I literally just this morning recorded up to the end of the game with Angus, except for we still want to do like a final part with CrystalFissure there as well to collect all the secrets and get all the cards and everything. Cannot wait.
Cannot wait. We haven't done the thing yet. One of the things that I was thinking about whilst going through there was that one fucking one fucking stupid meme that we had going on. That weird joke where we went to McGonagall's sort of classroom or office, and there was, I just don't fucking remember what it was exactly, but it looked like there was blood on her desk or something.
Yeah. It was
and
very
then
inappropriate.
The inappropriate joke was that she had been fucked by Dumbledore on her desk as she had a period or something.
Absolute filth. Oh my god.
Harry Potter, what are
filth?
Harry
Absolute
Potter,
filth.
what are you, two Johnny?
Hey,
It's,
Mr. Game
orangutan.
Sende. Yes, he's in the chat. Sorry. Game Sende is one of those few people that, you know, like...
yeah, he loves the Harry Potter Let's Play.
He loves Harry Potter, he loves Bug's Life, he loves life, you know, so...
Yeah, he's got good taste.
What can I say? He good taste. I do remember, though, there was a really funny argument that me and... hi, Terry. That me and Game Sende got into years ago, where he basically said that, like, Harry Potter was one of the greatest movies of all time, and I was like saying like, okay, it's good, it's great, but it's not like one of the best. And I remember he's like, nah.
The first 2 films are great, and
I do agree though. I love the first 2.
Kind of passive about the rest of
it. Yeah. So actually, that's a real interesting thing. Actually, Deanna's just talking about Spyro Gem 86 getting into game development and stuff like that, graduating. I wonder how many, like, what sort of portion of subscribers are actually like into game. You know, like, I mean, they're watching us, like, we play games. That's what we do. Like, how many other people, you know, in this community actually want to be game developers themselves? It's interesting. I wonder what the correlation between like watching people stream and play video games are, and people that actually want to, you know, create their own games. What do you think?
Jesus, that is such a weird one, because I mean, I never have really looked into the lives of people. I mean, I feel like the most like like especially like on streams, the most vocal people tend to be either 14-year-olds who don't have any, prospect of what they're going to do career-wise yet, or they're like sort of like people who are actually going into non-creative, like from what I've seen, sort of less creative angles of careers. Like a lot of engineers will probably for instance, pop up in well, of course, we have Dinosaur Bites. Yeah, he's never had any interest in it.
Yeah, no, game developer supreme. Actually,
yeah, that's weird. I never see him as someone who's like a fan, and then went into that. Like I feel like he's always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's almost like I feel like he does it for research or something. Watching.
Well, you know what?
This is the enemy that I missed, by the way.
Yeah, that one.
Literally the last one that you killed. Yeah.
Glad I found him. And there we go. Look at that. We're done, fellas. All right, done.
Fellas.
Right, what's your favorite anime? Oh, it's got to be Kiss X Sis. Nah, just kidding. I don't know. It's a good question.
You want to know mine? It's Sekai Hatsukoi.
What was that?
Well, yeah, that's probably joint, but I could rewatch Sekai Hatsukoi more than that.
And what's that about?
Junjo, it's literally the same thing. It's by the same people, same writer, same animators as Junjo Romantica.
Okay.
Cool. By the way, I got Stefaski into it. Well, she's like a fucking yaoi fangirl now.
Oh no. That's brilliant. Oh, another Adelaidean. Hello, Fade102. Hey, I don't recognize that username actually, so it's pretty cool. Oh, actually, speaking of pretty good, but actually the opposite. Unfortunately, Larry David's on-screen dad on the show Curb Your Enthusiasm passed away today or yesterday, which is awful news.
Was he in the new season?
He was pretty old. That's, I mean, as selfish as it is to say, like I kind of wonder about that. Like, is he going to be in that? Is he going to be in that? I really hope he is. It's sort of like a swan song type thing. Like, I mean, Larry, I don't know. In Curb, Larry's dad's a fucking great character. Like, I just love the scene where Larry's mum dies, and the scene when Larry's mum dies. He's like, oh, how's mum? He's like, oh, you know how people do. Like, it's such just like it's clearly like not scripted. Like he just sort of said. The direction would have been like, okay, guys, can you just like act like try and hide the fact that your wife is dead and like Larry doesn't know.
Oh yeah, like it's like the Jerry's parents thing where they're like they don't want to worry their son or something. They just go, oh,
She said not to call. She said you were busy. You were in New York.
Whilst their hands go like, hey, like up in the air, like that, back and forth.
Alright, by the way,
this level always showcases the laziness that everyone probably has with it. Like, it's not a difficult level per se, but it's just you die a ton anyway because you just can't be fucking bothered to stop for all the objects.
There's absolutely not even any like semblance of organization with me playing this. I'm just running through. I don't care if I get hit because at this point I've pretty much taken enough lives.
Whoa!
Taken enough lives.
You just
wrong word.
Incriminating yourself on stream now.
You know how people do. Yeah, actually, Fraser, yeah. I'll talk about that in a separate stream, but I agree with that. I rather unpopularly liked the Netflix Death Note as well, actually. I know most people in this chat probably have heard of it because of, Netflix is such a big thing. I liked it too, especially I really liked Elle because the actor is really good. He's fantastic in a show called Atlanta on FX. Yes, Clover Forest. Here we go.
Well, yeah, Terry Bennett's asking, what the most disturbing level you've ever done? Sorry.
That's not trying to do impressions of all of our
I just have to be the offensive twat. Like, I was doing it so much during the Harry Potter 2 session with Angus as well. I was just constantly using these sound bites from, like, do you know that film Trading Places with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Oh, I like spliced this one sample of the guy saying,
of course,
and it was all because of this terrible, awful Negro.
Yeah.
And it just keeps. I kept throwing that in everywhere when characters would go like, you know, like, oh, the basilisk has awakened, like, or Ginny is missing. And it was all because of this terrible, awful Negro. Like, shit like that.
Oh, God.
It was so tasteless. But yeah, speaking of, like, levels that are, like, most disturbing levels we've ever done. I mean, this is probably my favorite level in the game. Weirdly enough, because the gameplay itself seems weirdly... It is very... The level itself seems very weirdly compact or something. Or, like, even bland in terms of the actual design. Like, I mean, it's pretty samey, right? Every sort of surface looks pretty much the same.
And yet
the atmosphere is so great, and the characters in it are great as well.
And it's like, it's not an easy level either. Like, it's intentionally, like, difficult to complete. There's a lot of trickery to it that you have to put a lot of the stuff that you learnt, from the previous levels.
Use the seed system a lot, and then this is the first level where it's mandatory as well to get the cannon.
I also love the fact that you get to see these guys as well. Like, you talk to them, and then these are our pals from here we go. We're going to talk to them now. I can't remember their name, and I just skipped them because you can't hear what they're going to say anyway. But you know, what are they called? Like the grasshopper thing, or not the hopper, the cricket. And the butterfly. They're like a husband and wife couple or whatever. Like,
it's like on the tip of my tongue. Gypsy is the girl's name, yeah.
Gotta go.
But like, yeah, it's so weird. It's like she gets inside the box and then she throws a wing out. It's like she took off a wing and then gives it to you or something. Like, that's a dress or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you get the bird's wing from that. Didn't you? You didn't pick it up just then.
I was going to say, do you see what just happened?
Forgot to pick it up.
We lost audio. Like, we lost game audio from talking to those fuckers.
Fuck?
What the fuck? Okay, let's hope we can... Okay, here we go. I hope it comes back.
Game-breaking bug.
Yeah, Jar Ninja N. The audio is so low because it doesn't even exist right now.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, she's just getting in now.
There we go. It's back. We're back, fellas.
What does he say again? Transformation.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. Yeah, now...
But really, what he means is... undress. Transformation, yes. Oh, let's get back to the... to the gender debate.
Bug's Life is the best place to talk about politics, religion, just everything, all the hot button topics. That's what you get. All right, now
Orangutan Game Guys is getting ornery, as always.
Oh god, yeah, and actually, this is, sorry to anyone that doesn't. This is really random, but I just want to say, Mr. Game Sandy, when you thought you were arguing with Dingo Crash, it was actually freaking Orangutan Game Guides bloody pretending to be Dingo Crash, so it wasn't actually Bandy.
But we all knew that, right?
No,
Didn't we all know that?
The first time, this was during my Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy stream. Like, they were like going at each other, like, and I thought it was Lyle, but yeah, I thought it was Bandy, then I thought it was Lyle, and
yeah, I watched that, but I kind of assumed that it wasn't actually him. But
I wish it was him.
Yeah, Lyle, I could have seen that. Yeah.
Bandy Senpai, please come back. Okay.
What?
I said, Bandy Senpai, please come back. I was just being a prick.
Oh. What's the most sexiest girl character in Mega Man Legends? That's such a weird tweet. That makes me think they're trolling.
Ooh, let's talk about that. Fraser, I actually saw your Snapchat, Fraser. It's how random. You guys all know Ratchet 5, so this isn't, it's not too insular. Ratchet 5 is partying. Dude, this just become a community newsletter.
You never fucking know what it is with him. Like, and you can't tell him shit either. Because, like, he'll always, like,
hey,
you know, like, he won't... It's like, you know what, I need to... Hey, Shots. I need to socialize more, and then he just sits in his hotel for 2 weeks as he's on holiday, and then, you know, you say like maybe, you know, go out and smell the roses, so to speak, and smell the fishes. Yeah. Oh no, wait, he wasn't into. He hated vaginas, didn't he? That's what he said.
There's very little context there.
But anyway, and then, you know, like, he'll always like go like against whatever you tell him or whatever advice you give him, like, oh no, that's bullshit, and then 2 months later he does exactly that, and like, you know, as if it's like it's like his own idea or something.
Oh, you know, I'm not saying that Ratchet 5 is that. But
I'm also not saying that was my advice or anything, but like, it sounds like one of those things again where, you know, it just reminded me because like before he didn't want to socialize at all or whatever, but like now he's going, what was it? Where was it? In a pub or an actual club?
Yeah, I think it might have been a pub. I was gonna say in the web design industry, and I guess many industries, but we have that to a personal example.
Oh, stop fucking skipping everything again in this level.
What am I doing?
You always do that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what
cheating.
you're doing? You're jumping up the edges.
I know, I'm a cheat. I'm a bloody cheat.
It undermines the beautiful strategy at this level.
Don't worry. I'm also doing this organically. Look at this. I'm not even getting the gold berry yet.
You're organically using the harvest.
Organically harvesting.
Like,
in the web in the industry, they refer to like you have a client that will basically, you give them like many examples of what they need to do, and they will say like no to it. But then when they come up with the exact idea, it'll be like brilliant, even though it's exactly what you told them. And so, the way in which in like business, it's like a really good way to basically get the most out of them is that you pitch ideas to them as if it's the client themselves' idea, right? So you sort of almost pretend like you guide them to that response, and then you go, oh, great idea, even though it's exactly what you want. So there we go. That's business advice with CrystalFissure.
With asocial people who don't want to admit when someone's like when someone came up with a good idea.
Oh, trust me, you don't know how many fucking man, woman, children, you know, like sort of people like that, where they only think, like, we had this guy once. We were doing a website for him for this like basically digital media sort of company, and I suggested these. I was like, oh, let's use this image, right? It was like a really, really cool stock photo of like, you know, like a cityscape. And he goes, oh no, it's too much movement. The image is too much movement. 2 days later, he finds another image, right? And it's almost the exact same thing. In fact, the movement is even more intense. Like, it's actually like blurred and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, you just told me that didn't fit the idea, and now, like 2 days later, you want the exact same thing. Oh, that was
the picture you showed me? I was fucking blazed then.
Yeah.
I guess everything looked a lot blurrier.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds about right. I guess that's just the industry. I guess people, you know, that they love to think that they're contributing, especially like when you like creating something for them, whether like it's a website or something like that. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Red Devil Dazzy.
Fuck Red. No, this isn't Red Devil Dazzy.
Oh, Shots says this is what he looks forward to every week, a good old CrystalFissure stream featuring Johnny Natrium. Fuck right. Yeah.
Damn right. And hello to all the new people.
I need to point that out
as well.
just to make sure that you know, Fissure hears it.
Of course, just to bloody tout my own ego, you know. Let's go home. Okay, I'm trying to think what I actually have to do now. Like I haven't had to think about Bug's Life for ages, so I'm like really shit right now. I'm just gotta remember what I have to do.
Think.
You know, it's just sort
Such
of it was second nature for me, and now it's
kind of interesting how in the Dutch version it was a different names. It was Flip, and you actually had to collect FLIP.
That's cool.
So they changed.
They had to model the P.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's like if that's just an automatic letter modeling that it automatically, you know, generates the polygon, so to speak. But
polygons. Alright, that's okay. I feel like I'm doing this all in the wrong order. I need what I need. Oh.
Well, if you hadn't been skipping everything, you would have maybe not got as confused.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you very much to Groka/Tim for $1. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
No comment.
No comment.
This is how you get in, Groka.
Yeah.
This is where you speak up and.
Exactly.
Well, but then you know what? That's actually the sign of the best supporters. You know, they don't care about being heard. They just want to support some good content. You know.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to give the Red Devil Dazzies 5 more comments to sort everything out, then they're both getting blocked. Okay?
They can
So wrap it up, admit who you are.
Angus. Holy shit, it's fucking Tom. It's Tom
The data spiller?
What's his Tom the data spiller, because he says hello Angus. He thinks you're Angus, which means it's Tom.
No. He knew that I wasn't. No, he went in the chat and said he knew that it was. He knew I was Andrew.
Oh.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Okay. I'm actually still watching. I still got his stream on in the background for some reason. Like I didn't quit out the window. I haven't been watching it. Don't worry.
Ruboid says.
Well, it's not like it's.
What was that?
Well, it's not like it's a loyalty thing where it's like, oh, I haven't been watching him, don't worry. But I do prefer to actually pay attention to the game that we're talking about.
Bugs Life, yeah.
Oh yeah, this
Ruboid
is such a fucking abusive relationship.
What was that?
Oh, I guess the stream's behind a bit, but like, yeah, the abusive relationship with the stick dude. What are they called again?
Yeah, I'm blanking. It's such a shame. I wish I actually remembered the name. I know that this guy over here, like the big fat fucker. What's his name?
Oh, I did.
He's like Heimlich
Wilhelm or something.
What was that?
Heinrich, maybe?
Yeah, Heimlich.
Wilhelm.
Because I think it's meant to be like Heimlich maneuver. Like it's meant to be a reference to that.
He's actually called Heimlich. Wow. Okay.
Heimlich. I think he has like a German accent.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
so
that in the Dutch version.
Oh, does he? Okay, of course.
Actually, a beautiful butterfly.
So in some of these, dubbed movies that you watch, Disney, were they doing like American accents in like movies where they're clearly like American, or did they just or did they not do that? Like I'm curious about that actually.
Sorry, what was the question exactly? I was reading
when you
now, like.
So when you used to watch dubbed movies, like kids movies.
Yeah.
Did they used to be like
Lion King, for example?
Yeah. Like, did they have like American accents or?
Well, so if there's like in the Lion King, Timon and Pumbaa, they kind of have very New Yorkian kind of accents, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember if it was like New York or if it was Boston or something, but I can't think of it right now. But in the basically whenever they have like a sort of an outlandish accent that isn't sort of recognizable in Dutch culture, because like if it's German, then that's still recognizable to Dutch people, so they keep it with German accent. But with that American accent, it since the rest of the people spoke American anyway, it's like a difference purely in accent within the same language. So in the Dutch version, they were Belgian. They had Belgian accent.
Okay.
And they often do that for whenever like a character is supposed to speak the same language or have an accent that stems from the same language, but still sounds quite different.
Damn it! So I'm just trying to get this F. You
It's
can probably see that right now.
obviously Belgian people speak Dutch. I mean, the ones from that part of the country anyway.
From Belgium.
Flanders. Flanders.
Flemish?
Not Flanders. Flemish, yeah, Flemish people. But I think the part of Belgium is.
I believe one of the earliest viral videos I ever remember was Flemish. It was the one. It was that one with the guy laughing at the, you know, like that or whatever it was. Do you remember that?
Crazy Frog?
No. Like it was a guy, like a high talking guy speaking, and everyone. Like,
yes, I remember that the spoof thing.
And then I just love the bit where he gets that other guest in, and he just goes,
and he suddenly goes.
It's just brilliant. All right, okay. So you get plenty of the good thing about this level is that you get plenty of seeds to like move around like easily now. So now that I've got that, I can like get out the way and now focus on this, you know, the next section. Ruboy says, what did you think of the Bug's Life formula? Could it have been an independent original game series if it wasn't a movie spin-off? You know what? That's a great point. I would love to have played more games with this formula. Absolutely. I would have liked to see it evolve.
I mean, if anything, what I feel like, since the levels aren't as, you know, like visually and sort of in terms of design, they're not very directly sort of taken from the film. For most of the levels.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I feel like A Bug's Life could have been just a gaming franchise just based on this.
Oh,
I mean,
if only.
on the I mean the seed stuff the mechanics, the formula of this game, it's like one of my favorite things in gaming and platforming. It's so completely original and so, I mean, exactly what I like about gaming in general is sort of giving you sort of freedom to explore and to also to throw you into sort of the level and then let you figure things out with sort of modular system. A sort of a modular system of like that can get very complicated. It's like easy to learn but hard to master, you know. Where you can end up doing really complicated but fun things with the seeds.
Before I respond to that, thank you, Nick, for the $2 donation. Thank you very much. And Kai, we've got our first random viewer.
It's Kai Rogers.
Dinosaur. Come on, Rob. Thank you, dude. Come on, that's incredibly generous of you, Rob. Thank you very, very much. Now I feel like I absolutely have to do Muppet Monster Adventure. Like this is a bribe. This is actually Rob's bribe now.
Yeah,
right? That's the truth. Thank you very much, Rob. Don't worry, you'll be getting that £15 back when I pay for 20 copies of your game when it comes out. I'm just gonna pad the sales.
What are you insinuating? That it's gonna retail for like less than $1?
No. Sorry, I mean, yeah. Don't worry. we'll keep it quiet for now. Thank you very much. To anyone that donates, it's very much appreciated.
CrystalFissure's life.
Wait, what's this? We got Kai. Hey, I'm not really into this stuff, but I'm gonna leave a like and get out of here. That's the way to be, Kai. That's the bloody way to be. You know, you don't have to love these sort of games, and you know, like, you know, the world has moved on.
You know what? Fuck you, Kai. Fuck you.
All right, Kai.
You know what? Fuck you if you're not into this.
How dare
Go back to fuck, I'm not up to my. I'm not up on my. Go back to Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That's recent, isn't it? Go back to PUBG. I always hated PUBG for streaming as well, because not only is it a boring game, like
what's pub?
The shooting. It's PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Oh,
it's
I've heard about that. Is that new? Or is it?
Well, it's not very new anymore. It's like a couple months now that people have been sort of. I think probably the bubble has burst a bit already on that, but yeah, it always annoys me because I couldn't fall asleep to it because the gun sounds are very loud,
right,
obnoxiously loud.
And yeah, I get you.
So that's basically the one thing that I also dislike is how streamers don't, even the most like high-profile streamers, a lot of the time, they don't have their audio levels, like they don't use compression or anything. So then they're like really quiet and you have to turn them all the way up. But then when they actually shout or get like loud, it like fucking rapes your ears completely.
Yeah.
Because there's like no dynamic compression. It's all like very, very quiet or very loud. Yeah, Kai, you only have to dedicate, how much, actually, to really get into this. No, what you need to do is to
watch the LP.
See, I knew it. I got him pegged. I had him pegged. Yeah, watch the retrospective Let's Play of this, and then play it for yourself because you're gonna love it, mate. It's gonna be so much better than Friday the 13th.
Definitely. Yeah. No. Yeah, this is one of those games where it's like, I mean, not to denigrate the whole point of a stream, of course, but streaming it is fun, but playing it is definitely a lot of fun as well. And you sort of get like the controls. There's an element of clunkiness to them, but it doesn't ever really get in the way where like I go, well, that was bullshit. Like, whereas in some games, that happens where you like die or something like that, and you're just like, well, that was bullshit. That was 100% not caused by me. This game isn't one of those games.
Well, it's
apart from a few little things.
See, with a lot of games where they're difficult nowadays, yeah, I guess it feels artificial in a way because there's so much. See, when there's such a focus on presentation, on graphics and stuff like that. I think the visual element to a game is very important, but not so much in terms of the technical complexity of everything. So when the focus gets put on that, it tends to be more restricted because there can be a lot more goes wrong when you actually let the player, free to like do anything, like they have to kind of funnel you through. They have to kind of put quick time events in. They have to kind of tell you which button to press at which point, so that this pre-scripted animated shit can sort of play out. And I've even seen that sort of with people who make some of the Thief fan missions, where they really go over the top on the sort of the visual presentation of it, and then it suddenly becomes like very like you have to do things exactly right, or otherwise you'll break the game basically.
There you go. Yeah.
Because of the sort of complex pre-scripted nature in which it's set up, and that's when, if you die in those games, a lot of the times it'll feel cheap because you're actually just trying to do something your way, which logically should work, but it's just not something that the developers took into account specifically for you to do.
Yeah.
Whereas with these games, they're kind of designed around the philosophy of where you are actually free to sort of experiment, and anything you think that works, you can try it out, and you usually don't get punished for it.
As much as I do love to explore this level, I do want to know where that bloody goldberry is. Unless, no, you don't have to know. You definitely can get the goldberry. I'm just trying to think, because I've got all 50.
Oh, I know where it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh fuck. You're a genius. Yep, you're a genius. I'm gonna say you did that, even though you haven't actually seen it yet.
No, I was gonna say.
Oh my god, I could have got that fucking like 4 hours ago. Oh Jesus. This is my Bugs Life skill, fellas. It's gone. all my talent. This is my only talent in life, you know. My only talent was Bug's Life, and now I can't even say that. So what the fuck do I have left? Alright, okay, let's do this. Let's get the gold.
Kai is British. I thought Kai would be
American.
Isn't Kai? Oh yeah, I guess so. But I kind of now associated with Australians, but that might just be because of yeah.
Idols and Anchors, greatest band of all time. Just look it up. All right.
Idols and Way. Is there actually material of them out there?
There's nothing.
Is it some live thing that they did or something?
Yeah, it's like that live thing, which is horrendous.
Like a cover of some pop punk.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is
It sounded like
I was something.
Was it Hinder? Hinder. Yeah. You know, my girl's in the next room, like that real sort of Nickelbacky sort of. Sometimes I wish she was you. You know.
Is that actually what it goes like?
Yeah. I guess she never really moved. I'm just half expecting someone to walk into this room now. Okay.
It's gonna be your girlfriend, like you know, your girlfriend walks in because she was in the next room. Get it? She's like, wow, because that would sound so fucked up to her. Like she can just hear you talk to someone on the internet. My girlfriend's in the next room. I wish she was you. And then, wait, what? The fuck are you? Who the fuck you?
Who the
you
fuck
fucking
are you talking
weird.
about?
The fuck you fucking with Tom Ho? It's just you have like this sassy black.
I have a black girlfriend, yeah. My girlfriend's as white as they come. Which is quite like.
I mean, you didn't need to say it like you know.
Oh
like
no, that sounds like it's a bad thing. No, I mean like it's funny to do an impression of like a black woman, or like now when I say impression, before people think we're being like an exaggerated, intentionally stereotypical. Just to clarify, impression. When my girlfriend's like the most white.
Stefesky ...
Yeah, no, Steph.
Shots is saying, did you ever watch Daria?
Oh,
for some fucking reason, I was just reminded of Daria as well.
Of course, I watched Daria. Man, Daria's the fucking shit. Yeah,
Daria.
Why did I say he? She is the fucking shit.
Well, you know, does it really matter?
Yeah,
I think Daria's one of the first girls who sort of really defied gender roles, you know.
Yeah. You know, she did in some ways, you know, like, all you know, memeing aside, like, Daria was I think an excellent sort of role model, but also a flawed role model, and that's what they loved. I loved it how like shows back then used to do that, where like the characters weren't perfect. It's
very grungy. It's a very grungy 90s show.
It is. These days, like characters like infallible, like your John Cena's, everyone's perfect. But then when you actually like uncover them, it's actually completely fake. I know this is a bit of a different topic entirely, but that's. I sound like I was going to segue into a wrestling rant, but I won't.
Thanks to Breeze.
To Breeze with another £5 donation. Thank you to Breeze. Oh, so you're talking about TGX. I think we talked about TGX and the thing. And actually, to quickly address him, because Tabriz has donated quite a few times, I finally did get around to watching Teal Game Master's demonetization video, where he basically talks about like how just his videos are being demonetized.
Oh,
yeah, I've had similar problems.
It's Crash stuff.
What was it?
Like, didn't you say that he sort of did some? He did like the whole Crash Let's Play, like Crash Insane Trilogy Let's Play on the first game.
Yeah. And
yes, we are doing 100%, by the way.
He was put like, just to say this, to point out actually why like donations are actually like, and I don't ever want to get to that e-begging phase by any means, but like donations, even $1, even 50 cents, even 10 cents is better than what YouTube is doing these days. So luckily for me, YouTube is not my career, so I don't rely on them, nor I don't want to say don't need them, because they're, I absolutely love it when people show their support in that way, but I'm lucky for me that I don't have to rely on it from paycheck to paycheck. And what's happening now is that advertisers are basically screwing over people for not being completely like sanitized content, basically. So you essentially have to produce really, really cookie cutter children's content.
Yeah, literally all of my videos are flagged as not appropriate for advertising. Not that I monetize them anyway, because I haven't got enough viewership for that yet anyway. But yeah, it does make me think, like, because I did sort of have an idea of like, yeah, I would like to kind of do something like, even if it's like not my main thing, obviously, like I tend to want to go into music or you know, something along those lines. But I would like to sort of make some kind of an income at some point in time. Like right now, I'm like having to deal with some health issues again, obviously. But once that's sort of settled and all that, like I'd love to do like some public shit that's sort of really, you know, like a fun online community where I sort of speak my mind and also like, you know, talk about games and play games and shit like that.
Yep.
And like, and I sort of did have an abstract sort of idea of like, oh yeah, maybe through YouTube at some point when I really start focusing on that. But you know, with the direction that it's headed in now, that is seeming less and less sort of likely, you know, to be sort of goal, because the last thing that I would want to do is a kid-friendly sort of sellout thing, like shield thing. That
if you're watching this, fuck off. No, just kidding. Yeah, just to quickly thank you again, Groka, for another $2 US. And actually, YouTube actually takes Groka. YouTube actually takes 30% of the donations, so that's like one a bit like slightly not from my perspective, but people that want to like boycott YouTube, so to speak, is sort of giving to YouTube as well, which is like sort of the one thing that kind of sucks about it. But yeah, and actually, and Ruboy just brought up just something I want to quickly say about music. They said, what about supporting music? And I will maintain that's probably the best way. If I'm talking about support, that's probably the best way I feel like people can support, because then it from like an artistic perspective, you know, whether you like house music or not, of course, that's up to your discretion or whatever. But that's probably the money that I guess makes me the most happy is when I see someone that's purchased something, even for 50 cents, for $1, $2. That kind of thing is awesome to me, and I know, Johnny, you would definitely have that same feeling if someone just purchased money for your music. You know, it's a really great feeling for sure. There we go. There's the last enemy. Got him. Well,
yeah. So Dinosaur Bites is saying I should start streaming too, and that he'd watch it. Well, you know, I've done a few streams, but I feel like, yeah, I would have, like, on a good day, I'd have like 5 people there or something, and that's sort of, yeah, I guess I mean I would like to do some streaming, but it would probably, first of all, I would love to do podcasts, so that's probably something that would be nice to do on my channel at some point. But I feel like I might need to generate some more interest to begin with first, because like at this point I'm like, well, most of the people who watch streams on my channel, they're pretty much all people that will be watching CrystalFissure's stream as well,
for the most part. Yes. So
then why not join on this channel? And since I think I have something to add anyway, so why not join on this channel and have an even bigger sort of community, a bit more input and stuff like that. But I really do like sort of the, even though I've done like quite a I haven't really done much of YouTube stuff at all, even though it's sort of been ramping up a little bit over the past months. But for the small amount that I've done, really, I'm finally sort of seeing a little sort of community growing around my channel as well.
Yeah.
Like frequent viewers and stuff like that. So I think I'd really like to sort of continue that. But yeah, I think I'm.
Yeah, Nick says, am I playing anything? What was it? So I just want to. I know. Sorry, I'm not no selling. There's a lot of stuff going in the chat that I want to address as well.
So much, yeah, definitely.
Which is good. That's a good thing. It's never a bad thing when we're behind on the chat. That's it's good to see. No, I was just gonna say that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just doing Bugs Life tonight. This will be a shorter stream. I'm gonna wrap it up after this level because it's Father's Day now officially today, and we got the family coming over. So I've got to go to bed. It's not even early, but yeah. Jan Ninja also asks what I do other than YouTube, and if you were in before when I was talking about the industry stuff, that my industry is web design, so I'm like a web designer. That's my full-time gig, so to speak. So it's good. I love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Like, I can't tell you how much I always thought that I didn't like work. I thought that after I quit my job at Big W, I thought I don't like working, I don't want to work. But then I realized it's just the actual job itself. It wasn't the idea of working. Like, I like working. I like the idea of earning money. But it's just like I had such a bad experience back then, like when I was 16, that I thought that maybe I was just, it was like lazy. But I don't think I am. I enjoy it. So
have you actually, are you 100, like, did you get all the stuff from like down the bottom of the tree as well yet?
No, I haven't done that yet. I'm just going up here because I want to just get like a bunch of shit up here first.
Like this level.
Thank you very much.
This level is like weird in how it's like just a helix of a path, but really it doesn't feel linear at all. In a way, because of the shit around it, I suppose.
Yeah.
And there's sort of a lot of like unseen. Did he just bump you off almost?
Almost. This level is like. This level is really based on the movie, like, and that's what's kind of cool about it. I feel.
That guy is just. He's like picking up the escorts. He's like one of those guys. That's his job. He drives around escorts. There was this one guy on a thing that I listened to who used to do that for a job, driving around. I know he drove around strippers.
Was that the story when you got in that car with him?
Oh no! By the way, I recently found I'd actually recorded that while I was in the car with them. I actually have that on my cell phone.
Shit.
I should.
That's
although
Johnny,
it isn't Dutch, so
Vault.
I don't know.
You can put subtitles.
Yeah.
They take ages to transcribe, but.
It was pretty much the whole thing is on there, like with them going, lamenting the fact that I didn't want any coke, or and when we picked up this woman's son who was, doing like crack and shit like that, and pills and all that, and she was like, all right, but don't mention it to him, because as far as he knows, she only drinks a little bit and that's it. And then with picking up this other girl who didn't want to get in the car with us, and then the driver, sort of crack whore girl, got real angry and was like, if you don't want to sit on a pole, then you should have just said so, because she had to sit on someone's lap to join in with to get a ride in the car. To get a ride. But this is way too out of context. It's probably like no. Yeah, do you get no fall damage in this? I guess so, right?
It seems like I swear that I felt like you do, but you don't.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I feel like in my head I have the idea that you get fall damage, but it seems like you don't really, I guess. But I mean, there's just like the bits in, for instance, the riverbed canyon. Like, you fall into those things, so it feels like. Well, Ruboid, if you want to hear more about that story, you should watch. The
Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs.
LP part. I
think that probably the last part.
Yeah, I think it was.
Sure.
Breeze asked, have I played... Is the new Life is Strange game out now? I haven't actually... I've played the first one. Have not played the new one, so I will get on. I'll get onto it. Yeah, it's a fun game, that one, the first one.
By the way, in terms of that's one of the things that I love though about. I hate to interrupt you, but sorry, not sorry. I'm one of those people, right? But like telling weird fucking stories. That's what I fucking love about doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Just silly real life anecdotes and but I feel like we should probably also have like. That's kind of what I learned from OP and Anthony, and like you do. OP and Anthony. This, by the way, was on the back cover of the game box. This
really?
Where the spiders hanging from the.
No, you're right. Actually,
thing.
no, I feel like I remember that.
But like, it is definitely a good idea to also sort of talk about, to not be politically focused, because that's when you get like the rants, but like talk about like weird topical shit, like, or just, you know, have like some topics that that have been going on recently and that we can sort of joke about or something. That tends to be like a fun little thing, except, you know, some of it can be pretty offensive. Like now when I'm thinking about Opie and Anthony doing that, it's like you know, that they have like this story about how a mentally handicapped, like a Down syndrome kid, was banned from a church, you know,
right.
And then of course they have to take that kind of story, because then they can like make fun of the whole thing and like talk about all the crazy shit that the Down syndrome kid must have been doing in the church, and how they were right to ban him and everything, and, you know, being as offensive as possible, of course, at the time.
And
RMO5 says he could imagine me doing a podcast channel. Yeah, I suppose I like talking. But I do have fun stories about real life stuff, I guess. Hopefully more to come. Oh shit, yeah, the 21st birthday party story. Have I even heard that about you?
Not in full. Maybe it will be the 20k special. That's actually, because that is probably about a couple months away. Still, not this. Hey, that's hey. Not I don't mean that in a. Oh,
in donation money.
Was that 20k donation? Then I'll do it. No. Yeah, no, that's 20k special is still some time away. I don't know if it would be the incent, like the reward, so to speak, for it, like for subscribing or whatever, because it's probably a little bit too like shit, if you get what I'm saying, like as in like what, like it's not really, it's mostly good, but it's like, it's sort of a bit like, hey guys, thanks for subscribing to my channel. Now here's one of the only times I got like properly drunk, and like here's like a real bad, here's how trashed Angus was and Liam was and Ellen wasn't.
Like, but I feel like at this point there'll only be a payoff if it ends in gay sex.
And that's the thing. It's not even remote. No,
that's the thing. It did.
There's an element of sexual to it from another person unrelated to me, right? Like, as in, this is the teaser, right? Okay, we'll say this. At this same bar that we were at, there was a Japanese prostitute there that was there. I will. That's the teaser. I'll leave you.
Lady boy?
No, it was a female. Yeah. So good times. Oh, shit.
So, you and Ellen double teamed her?
No, nothing. It was nothing to do with us. It was just someone else that was there, right? I can't go into any I can't.
Fraser's doing the synopsis. Ellen, a responsible girl. Angus, a gay boy.
Classic. It's some good shit.
Yeah, she's doing volunteer work now all of a sudden, right?
Yeah. She's in Greece at the moment. So not watching this stream, the traitor.
At least At least it's not Aruba. Otherwise, you should have been, you know, scared of getting a vagina stretched out. Anyway,
not Aruba.
On to the next topic. Yeah, that's what always everyone's girlfriend goes to Aruba.
When they get
see you later.
Molested?
Everyone's girlfriend. No, they don't get molested. They just end up fucking one of the natives there, so to speak. That's like where girls go to cheat on their boyfriends, and like South American dong is apparently the biggest in the world. in the world.
Classic.
What the fuck? You saying that that laugh sounded like one of the things from Monsters Inc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fraser, I can't go to London in 2 weeks. I'm headed to a rehabilitation clinic. All right, I've been doing. I'm Artie Lang. I've been doing too much heroin.
Are you going to tell that story now about what's happening? What's happening with my body?
It's like one of those sex ed books in biology. What's happening? Oh, but I'd love to meet up with Fraser though. But yeah, I mean, there's not much of a story to what I have to do. I mean, I just, you know, I'm physically sort of in bad health, and I aim to fix that over the course of the next few months, professionally.
Yeah.
And then I can be more active as well. But like after the first weekend, I'm staying there as well. But then after that, on weekends I can go home and like. But up to there, I have enough parts now that I can upload. You know, I'm gonna upload the rest of Harry Potter Let's Play. Like we recorded 2 hours today, Harry Potter 2. And I recorded some Riddick with Rob yesterday, and I might even record some Dead Island, because Rob was sweet enough to just up and buy. As I say that, I say like Rob like wanted to buy the game for me so that we could co-op it.
Dead Island.
But yeah, but he literally just told me, this package can only be purchased for your own account at this time. It's like, oh, but it says it's only £12. I didn't know it was that. Is there a promotion?
Can't you use it like a pirated version to?
No, that doesn't work online.
Yeah, fair enough. You know. Don't
pirate games.
Don't pirate. Yeah, no. I'm not a.
Yeah, well, once I become big on YouTube, I can just get games for free.
Like all my games. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah. So still no purchasing. Just now benefiting from the system. Good stuff.
Fraser says how long? Well, I certainly won't be flying over to the UK on the weekends. I don't think. 14th of September to 2nd of October. Well, thankfully you're not flying over there on the 11th. I feel like the Terror 7 anniversary coming up.
Yeah. Pretty big one. Understatement of the year. Would I ever LP Kingdom Hearts? I would stream it. Yes, definitely. And actually, Fraser, why are you going to the UK?
I wanted to do one.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do.
Uni trip.
Oh, it's for uni. Gee,
that's what I remember.
My uni never did that.
Too bad that the UK has no hot chicks, eh? just kidding.
Come on, guys. We got some fine British.
Poo-tang.
What am I gonna? I don't know what I'm gonna say there. That was gonna be weird.
For JJ.
No comment.
It's like fish and chips.
Here we go. There's that L. Gotta take the L, man. Gotta take the L. Yes. There you go.
By the way, I wasn't being serious about UK.
No. Yeah. You know, people have got their They're yeah, exactly. You've offended Ruboid Cunningham.
I haven't.
How dare you?
I haven't. Oh, is Ruboid a
British
lass. Girl? Lass.
British lass.
Some fine-looking lasses here.
That's not British.
He says. That sounds like. Well, could be British. I mean, isn't that sort of Scottish as well? Oh, yeah, fucking Rob, right? He sounds like he's from Bristol, you know, like all the way in the south.
Yeah.
But now he lives in Scotland with his granddad, who's a Scot. His mother's basically Scottish. I don't know what his father is. I think his father's Welsh or English, and he grew up in Ireland.
He grew up in Ireland?
Then, yeah, like for the first 10 years of his life or something, and then sort of in northern England. Like, that's why he's got such a weird fucking conglomerated
Rob does have a very
mongrel class of accent.
He does. He sounds like a different. Yeah.
Species.
Different species. No, he sounds. Yeah. This is our friend. This is Super Ghetto Sandwich on YouTube.
He co-commentates on all my Let's Plays. Well, many of my Let's Plays.
Yeah, he's never actually been on my channel, which is a big shame. I got to get him on with you and other people.
Fuck you! You're not stealing him from me.
Yeah, he's my man.
I'm like caging him. I've got him
caged wisdom.
What's that from again?
Arrested Development. It's so you know when George Senior.
Yeah, that's like his
religious thing.
Book series or something, or DVD series.
I fucking love it.
Fucking love it.
Now where the fuck is the last
jolly good? What a damn jolly good idea. It's such a ramification, as a matter of fact. So treasure mine, my dear. Underneath the moonlight. Yeah, it's a good Queen song. It's
I thought it was a Disney movie.
Yeah, well, you know, they do every
Queen, same thing.
Different genre. Queen. It's like they do a bit of pomp and circumstance. They do a bit of what do you call that? Vaudevillian stuff, you know. That's kind of what that song is about, the British seaside.
My question is,
this over. Where? My question is.
I can't find this.
iCarly.
Oh, there you go, right there. iCarly.
Well, you were saying. My question is, iCar. Did we ever watch?
Now we're just talking. Now the chat's just talking about British women. That's classic. We really do cover all topics here.
Oh, fucking!
I can't wait till me and Angus can talk Japanese wrestling and alienate everyone. That's gonna be my favorite episode. I'm gonna make sure that you're completely incarcerated at that point. I've been rehabilitated.
That's what it's all. You just leaked it. The real story.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to say incarcerated. Sorry. So you definitely. It's definitely none of that funny business. It's definitely rehab.
Yeah, because incarceration is funny business.
We're done this level.
Not a laughing matter, Tegan. Sorry. It's like a really obscure reference to a documentary of Tegan and Sarah.
Tegan and Sarah, those women. They're from the... They sounded very judgmental. Those women.
The lesbian Canadian twins.
That's right.
I'm just putting labels on them.
Okay, there we go. And we got them, guys. We got them. Oh, damn. I was going to say, Sorry James 86's sister isn't here anymore, so I can't do those references. I didn't even give her a bloody reference. I didn't even do a, I didn't do a classic, we got them, guys. Spawn Regime 86. We got them.
We got them. We got them. We got them more. Oh, oh, wanna have a party tonight.
Oh, fuck.
Is that like Sex on the Beach or something?
I remember Bandy used to like this song called On the Beach. It was called by Chris Ray. And it was On the Beach. It was good. On the beach. Do do I think I still have the flak that he sent me. Alright. Can anyone speak Japanese? No, I wish I could.
Well, why would we be talking about Japanese?
What was that?
Well, he's talking about Japanese.
Yeah, no, unfortunately none of us can speak Japanese. Well, yeah, no.
I speak a bit of it.
Oh, really? Give me a sentence.
Hi.
Onegaishimasu.
Give me a sentence. I sometimes talk a bit of Japanese to the guy from the Japanese restaurant next door. I go like, "Kitsuen jikan." To him.
Or you an
like
apologetic salaryman. Sumimasen.
No, like I brag about the fact that I say that for me the week is over and he still needs to do like still needs to be the chef and everything.
Right.
And I say like no, when I say Kitsuen jikan, it's just like smoking time because he always comes out of the restaurant with a ciggy. With his ciggy.
I was gonna say, what's his name? Yeah, the Japanese love a smoke. Bloody hell. Yeah, 1 o'clock exactly. It's 1:20 a.m. So it is 1 o'clock. When you walk into the Japanese restaurant, does he say "Irashimasen"? Which
Why
means
would
like
he say?
welcome.
Well, but I don't. Yeah, but I don't walk in though. I walk like by as he walks out of the place to smoke outside, you know.
Yeah.
Soto de.
Yeah, no, I get all my Japanese quotes from Yakuza now. So, Irashimasen, sumimasen, sumimasen. I got that from Japanese class when I was doing that for like five weeks.
Shirashimasu.
Onegaishimasu.
All the standard lines like Nihongo hanashimasu ka?
Yeah, like all the common service
Mada
words.
jouzu ji arimasen. Stuff like that.
Funny
Watashi no
playing
ie wa-
channel Finn says I never drink in alcohol. Well, judging by that language, Finn, I think that you're probably not of the age to yet. That sounded way more harsh than I meant to. I meant that in like a joking way.
Watashi no jitensha wa midori desu. I feel like I now need to say. Remember when I don't know if you actually like Al always does that when like he's like mijn fiets is groen, because that's like one of the things like when I was learning a bit of Italian. It was like this one quote that kept repeating was like, "La mia bicicletta è verde," and like now, and which means like my bicycle is green, and then he would say that for Dutch, and now like for every different language I have to say it as well. What's going on in the chat?
Sorry,
I'm autistic.
No, I was joking about his spelling, and then he said that he was 21 and autistic. So I take that back. No, that's all.
Why are you taking that seriously?
We're in a very inclusive channel here, you know. All right.
Well, yes, we include the inferior autists.
Oh, Jesus. Come on.
I'm just joking.
All right, fuck it. Let's do Battle Arena, then we'll end it.
All
I'm
right.
a disgrace. I know.
Still,
Yeah, you know.
you're saving. Oh my God, you're saving for the first time in Bug's life.
Thank you. It's an honor. No, I must say,
Namaste.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Like some people with autism, like I think it's okay. I know what you're saying. Like some people, like they do it as a sympathy thing, but I think it's okay to point that out. Just in case, because I was making a joke about their
I thought
spelling.
he was doing it as a joke.
So like sometimes a lot of the time, you can have learning disabilities and stuff like that. Yeah. Also,
Well,
just
but that's for
wanna
dyslexia.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it can affect.
I feel like it was just a joke on like he meant like dyslexia, but he was like, I'm autistic, like I'm a retard,
I was gonna say, I just want to clarify one thing as well, because this is like a weird impression because it's like 1:20 and I'm drinking alcohol. I'm like pretty much I drink alcohol because I like the taste of it, not because I want to get drunk.
Oh, shut up.
And that's like
bullshit.
I've literally been properly
You want to
drunk
drown your
twice in my life.
sorrows. Let's be honest here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just I have crippling depression. IDubbbz quote. No, the way I look at it, like with alcohol, is that like that's why pretty much I only exclusively drink beer and wine, because like I hate like whiskey and gin and fucking like all those like liqueur sort of. I just can't stand.
But whiskey can be great.
It can
really be nice.
It can be, but I feel like you have to.
Scotch whiskey anyway. I don't really drink.
You have to pay
non-Scotch.
Pay the premium for the premium.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean,
had
when
one
I
good
used to
whiskey before, and it's super
when I used to drink a bit more, still. I mean, yeah, at some point in life, I only drank beer and wine as well, but that's more of an alcoholic thing to do, though. I mean, that was basically when I drank like 2 bottles of wine a day and like 3 Grand Prestiges, which is like 10% beer. But it was quite tasty, though. But I don't touch that stuff anymore. But like, only like when I, had already like sort of quit like drinking quite as much as that, I would sometimes buy a Scotch, and yeah, that shit is like €60 a bottle or something.
60
for
oof.
Yeah,
brutal.
Yeah, it's a lovely 1995 Glenlivet, I think. Well, there's a lot of Glens out there.
I was gonna say
Glen Quagmire.
Where the how do I get?
Oh, not all beer tastes that. There's some.
Yeah, no. See, a lot of people here. I'm gonna be a pretentious pleb, but like a lot of people say that, like, when you get out of school, and I know that you're not out of school, Rob, but a lot of people say like, I hate beer, like I just drink cider, and then something clicks for them. It's really weird. I'm not like encouraging.
If anything, drink. I dislike cider because it's way too it's
exactly.
It's like a child's. It's like a sugary fucking apple juice.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. It's less healthy as well.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
There's already so much sugar in beer. I think in most beer it's all like fermented, so it's not like sugar anymore. It's like that gets turned into something else.
Yeast.
Oh well. Well, I feel like fucking. Oh yeah, yeast. Yeah, there is a lot of yeast in there, which isn't very good for you. It can give you yeast infections, like it can make your pussy smelly.
That's exactly what I would have said. You know me, Alright, okay.
Root beer. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff, sodas and shit, that'll just give you a sugar addiction, man. It'll make you really fat.
I agree, like a good beer, like I went last night at a place where my brother works, like a restaurant, and like we've been like walking around like 4 or 5 kilometers or something like that beforehand, and like just that first sort of, I guess you could say like a good water or a good Coke or something like that would do the same thing, but yeah, like I don't know, it's fucking great. It's just great when like it just sort of quenches your thirst perfectly.
Well, I mean, it dries you out.
But that first bit, it's like
it refreshes you.
Refreshes probably the better word. Yeah, exactly. You end up, beer can end up making you way thirstier. You're right. Okay, there you go. Get that.
That's why I always drink a shit ton of water with everything as well.
This Fraser says, the stream is quite behind for me, but whenever I see Steph Haskey do a ... I prepare for a bad Johnny Craig.
Did I though? I don't think I made any insensitive.
It's not insensitive. It's just crass.
Well, that's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. Oh shit! Fuck you, you stupid! Look at this freaking knobhead. Okay. He's gonna kill me. I'm gonna get game over.
Don't call Stefasti that. You mean spear thrower?
Who is it? Yeah, okay, there you go. Goldberry now. So here's the problem.
That's a new racist word I learned, by the way. Spear thrower.
Spear thrower?
For black people.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
like for Africans, you know.
It's such a useless, like, uselessly offensive thing. Like, it's like like I'm an idiot.
I don't know.
You know? Like,
it's useful in terms of making me laugh because of just how offensive it is. It can be pretty funny.
Okay, so here's the problem with this boss, is that it's like you pretty much. Okay, game over. Shit, that's a disaster.
It's pretty much okay. Did you think this was a game?
Fuck.
Tabriz really wants you to do Sly Cooper as well.
See you later, Tabriz. Thanks very much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
That's what Freddie Mercury always says at the end of everything.
RM says his only addiction is caffeine. Yeah, caffeine can be an abs. Oh shit. Hold up. It's actually really... exactly. It's like Ruboid, exactly. Thank God that I actually saved. You're so right. If I didn't save, that would have been it. I would have had to go back like 4 levels. The entire stream.
I remember in the retrospective use. Oh no, wait, you didn't save state. I thought you stated there, but turned out you didn't. Yeah.
Holy shit.
What's game over? Terry says. He's strutting his shit, saying that he never game overs.
Okay, load. Oh my god.
I'm a rude boy.
Everyone in the chat just roast me, alright? You know, just say how shit I am at this game. That's what I need. I need the motivation. Alright.
I just thank God that I mean, just expect a 5-paragraph comment from Stick It coming.
Yeah, I regret saying that. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Lead the revolt, the level.
I regret nothing.
Okay, so I've got a new strategy. Thank you, Nick, for the support. Terry Bennett says dick. Good stuff. That's the kind of insightful comments we need. Let's do this.
I believe in love.
I do love the visual of this level though, like all the crowd just watching us, like, you know, get massacred, even though
they are literally. It's almost playing into the. Did you? I mean, I assume you saw the sort of bloopers or outtake, quote unquote, things for this film, like that always came at the end of it.
Right. I think I did. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember it, but I did see it. Yeah, as a kid.
Well, one of them was that sort of fat sort of woman assistant to the queen woman thing. Being like putting her arm around one of the ants who was like in the crowd basically there, and like it being like just a cardboard thing, and it fell over, and it looks the same here. It looks like they're like, you can see that they're just 2D sprites, and they don't even move along with you. I think. Like I think if you look at them from the sides, they're just like all thin and shit.
No, that's right. No, I like that. Like this is like a classic PS1. Like what's the word? You know, this. Don't even know.
Well, Dinosaur Bites is asking. He's wondering how close the game is to its story. I mean, the thing about this
does happen in the movie, I believe. This actually does happen in the movie. Something.
No, he gets run over by a crowd of people after Flick riles them all up.
Oh.
Like he just, like, basically Flick does like some kind of speech or something, and like I think everyone gets riled up in the end. They all start running, and they like basically run over whatever his name is again. I forget. Molt or something.
Hopper? Oh no, this guy. This prick. Yeah.
This guy, basically, they run over him, and you see like a sort of a white sort of shade of him like bounce on top of the It's really weird. It's like I guess it was like a joke on the fact that he always was shedding skin.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
Like
yes.
the crowd sort of runs over him, and you just see like this sort of white skin of him,
Jesus, it's a bit brutal.
like bouncing on top of. But yeah, the point with the thing with this game that makes it really cool is that it sort of fills in gaps from the story.
Yeah, kind of. And that's
Basically,
what we're talking about in the Toy Story stream. It's what I like about the Toy Story video game is because that same thing. Because like the alleys and gullies and the construction yard, that's all stuff that isn't in the original movie, obviously. But they kind of you get to explore their journey to Al's Toy Barn, which is just skipped over in the movie because they've obviously got other plots to tell. They got the whole Woody plot, and hey, it would be cool if you could play as Woody, like, and all that sort of stuff. Yes, it's what Angus was saying, but yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's similar to this, so.
Oh, I think that's way less important though. That's one of those things that modern games do a lot, right? Is where they add content, so to speak. It's like all more content, more choices of things that you could, but they don't add to the core gameplay. It's like it's all these little extras that don't really make it a better game or make it,
you think
or really expand
padding,
on the game.
Sort of padding content. Yeah, no, I know.
Did you game over again? Just save state or something.
Yeah. Just get the fuck out of the way, you cockface.
You cockface.
And here's the other problem with this fuckhead, right? Is that you have to
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
You have to. They keep dropping red berries on purpose, so that if you get hit, you basically have to like re-get the thing again. So like re-get the berry. So he's coming over again. Is he gonna? No. Oh no, I can't see.
What? You've gone blind?
Shit.
But yeah, you gotta collect the tokens first, I guess. I mean, yeah, collect those things first so that you know that you can make the plant.
Yeah.
Then just make the plant, collect the gold berries. If you lose it, then just replant it somewhere out of the way again.
Shit.
Rinse and repeat.
That's it. Yeah, okay, shit. Just gotta avoid those frickin' red berries. Yes, health, excellent. Okay, we're doing all right. I think we might have it. Here we go. Here he comes. He's gonna shed. I'm gonna make this motherfucker shed.
A tear.
Yeah, he is shedding actually a lot. That's kind of cool. Oh no, got the red berry.
Shit.
Oh shit. Uh-oh, one more hit point. It's over.
Oh boy. Could just see you wailing him now. Oh, and the red berry just fucking smacked you in the face.
This is devastating. Okay.
Was there another seed that you could use here?
Nah, there's only one.
Mm.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you should have put it out of the way a bit more, maybe.
Just trying to bait him.
Drag.
Okay.
Bait him.
I'm just saying. Okay, you see, if you're looking at me on camera right now, this is crazy. Okay.
You've got like the pound position.
Shit. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh wait, I've got one more life.
Are you actually?
Wait. Oh.
But you still have all the tokens?
Oh no, I've just
The music in this is so...
The problem is that I've put it in it's so fucking hard to get out.
It is such a shitty spot. You should try to pick it up and like walk away.
Yeah, if you do, he gets you. Like he gets you.
We get you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey, Morgs,
you can
he
go.
really gets...
Endeth thy...
Did you do it? Oh, okay.
Goodbye.
Endeth thy... Like, I still, like, didn't happen on the stream for me, so... I just now. You did it too early.
Tomb Raider, double gun.
No, man. Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness. Half the guns.
Yeah, no
half
more.
Fun.
Did the new Tomb Raider games have the double guns? They better.
Probably,
I can imagine them
yeah.
stripping that away. Oh.
I played through some of it. Yeah, it's kind of turned into like one of those half a cover shooter, half a sort of collector-thon thing, but like in a bad way. Like the collecting isn't actually fun. It's just you looking at the mini map and going along a path rather than actually doing like interesting stuff to get to it.
One more level.
Nah, all of a sudden,
we're gonna. Don't worry. We're gonna end the stream here because Johnny's got to go run some errands as well. It's probably, I don't know if it's too late for that, but
holy fuck! I missed my fucking haircut appointment. Oh no!
I didn't think you'd like.
And I have to go to fucking. I have to go on Monday to the thing, so I can't even get a haircut anymore. I haven't been since May.
Oh, holy shit!
It's like properly it's months too long.
Oh Jesus!
Okay,
well, I was gonna say, good thing I reminded you after. Not actually. I just for some reason thought that you.
It doesn't matter anymore now.
They're gonna be pissed off. They're gonna be like, "Where the fuck are you?"
I'm like.
I got a haircut, guys. I got a haircut. What do you think?
I'm 50 minutes too late. I don't think I can. They can fit me in anymore.
No.
That's what she's.
Hey, I got a haircut. I got quite a short cut actually. Really, really short.
Yeah, I did
intentionally. Now it will grow back, so yeah, it's gonna be good.
That tends to happen with hair.
Yeah, no, but you know, it's gonna grow to the level I wanted to in like about a week.
Yeah.
All right, guys, all 22 of you.
I forget all about.
It's been good. Fraser, go to bed. All Australians, please go to bed. Okay, I'm telling you, it's Father's Day, so it's an important day. I've got nothing. I noticed the haircut,
you were
but didn't want to seem
for
like
me.
a creep.
You were waiting for me to jump in with like an iron cheek or something.
Fuck you. Yeah. And yeah, no, that's all we've got. That's all we've got to say. Is hair appointment code for something untoward?
Well, what do you mean by untoward? Is cruising for gay sex untoward to you?
I was gonna say it's actually a GHB shipment that's come in.
Ah, motherfucker! Right. Nope, they have no more room for new appointments.
Devastating. Absolute scenes, as the Australians would say, which is out of context. But anyway, guys, thank you.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna go through life with long hair.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna be like a Ratchet 5. Just, you know, actually, he's getting his hair cut soon, which is amazing. Hello, Mario. Okay, look, okay. Anyway, guys, thank you all. I will go back and redo this chat when I like rewatch the video on demand, because like I know I miss a lot of people's stuff. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you everyone for checking out. Thank you everyone to donate.
No, you should have a
text.
You should have a text to speech, you know, spamming across your stream all the time.
Hello.
So
yeah,
I
get you.
With that creepy girl voice, like, I love my hair appointments, never want to leave. And that's what Game said. He says.
What is it? Shave it off yourself. I love my hair appointments, never want to leave.
Oh no! She sounds way more like
that's the main
like
version.
Proper.
It's Microsoft Sam.
Ratchet loses all his power if his hair is cut, though.
If his hair is cut, though, I guess he meant.
All right, guys. Let me go to the webcam only. Look at that. Oh, big mode. Yeah. See, it's like, right now my hair it's like it looks weird on camera, but not weird on camera, but like it's like not fully grown. It doesn't have that full length to it yet. But yeah, I'm looking forward.
I still hate that.
I'm looking forward to it. And I like this background
just
as well.
Cut out the part about your hair. It's like it's not long yet. It's not full. It's not grown.
Yeah, exactly.
Full length yet.
It's like my beard. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we'll just start talking about like male grooming, and, like fashion advice and shit.
Damn, you're looking fresh. CrystalFissure.
All right. This was a good coffee article. When the stream wraps up, I just want to show off the desk. I'm just like, oh, hey, look at this. Look at this, like, hey, look at this.
This desk, this keyboard was sponsored by by Trust. And they don't even say that. It's like, the guys at Asus, at Alienware were just so sweet enough to just give me this, and I really love their products too. So I guess that's why they must have sent it to me.
Actually, this is one thing I wanted to say. I met this guy on my plane trip to Europe last year. I met this guy on a plane,
romantic,
basically after, and he was like going to surprise his girlfriend in Turkey, right? He basically, like, the story is amazing. He basically said, hey, like, that restaurant we go to for lunch. Anyway, I'll see you there in 3 days. Right, and she's like, what do you mean? It's like, no, it's just go there at 12 o'clock or whatever. So he's like, tell me this whole story. He ended up making it. He gave me this CD. He teaches in Alice Springs, Australia, which is like basically in the middle of Australia, like direct, like in the middle. And his name is Marcus Kuchenbach. Like,
does he teach art?
I feel like he was either Dutch or German. I can't remember, but it's spelled Kuchenbuch, Marcus Kuchenbach, or something like that.
Wait, what's the spelling?
I'll write it down. Goes check him out.
I was just not listening.
Kuchen. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, there you go. There he is. So he made this album called Well Connected. So yeah, I actually got it. I still haven't listened to it yet, but I've listened to some stuff on YouTube. He is actually a
Kuchenbuch.
He's actually a flute player.
That's definitely German.
Yeah, he's a flute player. That's what he does. Like, he's got a website.
A flutist.
He's a teacher. He's a lad. And shout
you
out
know
to
what?
You, buddy.
One of the teachers, literally one of the teachers that hardcore mix was based on with the ba. That guy was called Marcus Muchler.
Marcus with a K.
Yeah, same. They're all teachers.
Guys. Thanks to Marcus.
He was also a paedophile coach of a girls volleyball team. But yeah, more about that on the podcast.
That's a great story. It's a great teaser. All right, that's what we do every episode. We end with a teaser trailer. Oh, look at that. Oh, cool. Look at this.
A vulgar. Look at this. Huh. Zip.
There you go. All right. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my.
Look at this. The barber didn't just cut my hair. Zip. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you later. Thanks to Johnny. Go subscribe and give the video a like if you wish before you go out, so it gets that exposure. And go check out Johnny's channel. And goodbye.
Goodbye. Pleasure for me.